the neck deep in debt. Punjab state government has approved an increase in VAT of both petrol and diesel prices by 61 paise for petrol and 92 paise for diesel. It's also announced the withdrawal of 3 rupees per unit power subsidy that was given to consumers. Now, for the Aam Aadmi Party, a political party that came to power first in Delhi and then in Punjab by saying that they will make your bijli bills zero, this is a big climb down. The state is unable to pay salaries to its state government employees. Punjab now becomes the second state. Remember, it was Himachal Pradesh just until last week, and now Punjab becomes the second state which is unable to pay its government employees their salaries and also the ones who've retired their pensions. And the reason for that is simple, because at the end of this financial year, Punjab's net debt will be to the tune of 3.74 lakh crores. So yesterday was Himachal, today it's Punjab, tomorrow it could be Karnataka or Telangana. I think the writing on the wall is very clear, ladies and gentlemen. Freebies are bleeding our states dry. It is time now, and this is the question we're asking tonight on the show. And by the way, this is not just a Congress or Opposition India alliance issue. The BJP is also just as much guilty. The BJP has been issuing freebies in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh, Ladli Behna, Ladki Behna, etc. All of this is bleeding those states dry. Is it time now to take a long, hard re-look at this politics of freebies or revdies?
ਵੈਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਪੈਟਰੋਲ ਤੇ ਡੀਜ਼ਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੈਕਸ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ।
पेट्रोल और डीजल का वैट बढ़ा दिया गया है 61% और 92% पैसे से। इसका मतलब कि आम आदमी पर बोझ बढ़ाएगा। अब केवल यही नहीं, जो सब्सिडी दी जाती थी उपभोक्ताओं को बिजली पर, वो भी विड्रॉ कर दिया गया है, उसको भी कैंसिल कर दिया गया है।
Okay, let's try and make sense of this. Let's first try and put some numbers out there for you to try and make sense of just how deep this debt problem is. And it's on the back of all of these freebies, these free guarantees. Now, in Punjab's case, remember, the Aam Aadmi Party had made a signature move about reducing electricity bills. But how much is it bleeding the coffers of Punjab by? This 300 units of free power, which the Punjab government had promised, that is costing the exchequer, the state government, 7,780 crores every single year. They'd also promised free bus travel for all women. That is at 450 crores. Now, these are budget estimates presented by the Punjab state government, the finance minister, as per the state budget of 2024-2025. The reason why this is a problem, remember, Punjab's debt is not something that the Aam Aadmi Party created. They came to power only in 2022. Punjab has seen rising debt from the time of the Shiromani Akali Dal, then the Congress, and now with the Aam Aadmi Party. So 21-22, calendar year or financial year 21-22, Punjab's debt was 2.82 lakh crores. The following financial year, which was fiscal year 2022-2023, that jumped up from 2.8 to 3.12 lakh crores. The last financial year, 23-24, it went up to almost 3.5 lakh crore rupees. And this year, the projected deficit, the overall budget deficit of the state of Punjab, as has been projected in the budget for the fiscal year 25, is 3.74 lakh crore rupees. Punjab is in the top 5 most indebted states in the country. And the reason is very simple. You make all of these promises, you promise the moon with free bus travel, free power and free everything, but at the same time, you don't have commensurate revenues. Punjab, even today, is highly dependent on agriculture, which is not as productive an occupation or as productive a sector as, let's say, industry or services are. So it's a twofold problem. One, you are already stretching thin what are very, very thin finances of the state government by making all of these crazy guarantees. And on the other hand, you are not exploring any new revenue sources. Punjab used to be 40, 50 years ago one of the most industrialized states in this country. Today it's not. It's probably in the bottom 10 when it comes to industrialization. The question is, can you and how long can you continue with this double cocktail of continuing to increase the state's debt with all kinds of promises and at the same time not modernizing the state sectors? Let's now go across to our guests who are joining us. A full panel on brass tacks tonight. Sudhanshu Trivedi is Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament of the BJP. Shashi Veer Verma is spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Vipin Pabbi, senior journalist, joining us. Kailash Adhikari is a political analyst. He's also joining us. Sudhanshu Trivedi, let me start with you. So here's what the Punjab government has announced today. Increase of VAT in petrol and diesel prices by 60 paise and 90 paise. Withdrawal of 3 rupees per unit power subsidy that was given to power consumers in the state. Now that will hurt because the Aam Aadmi Party basically came to power first in Delhi, then in Punjab, riding on aapka bijli ka bill zero kar denge, muft bijli, muft pani de denge. Now there's no longer muft bijli and muft pani. They are having to scale back on all of this because the khajana khali hai.
Actually, what happened, those parties who have came out in the Indian politics recently and have fallen in the habit of getting a shortcut to the power. Aam Aadmi Party is one of them, because when they were found, it's around 73 years when BJP was formed as Jan Sangh in 1951. Up till now, we have never joined hands with Congress, but Aam Aadmi Party took 73 days to join hand with Congress to make the government. After that, they have adopted this issue of, there is two things. One is a welfare state. In welfare state, it is your responsibility to uplift the living conditions of the poor. But by creation of wealth, then an appropriate judicious distribution of the wealth. But they are doing nothing doing with creation of wealth, and they are just in freebies, in the berserk to anyhow get the power, and in their manner even you are going to the destruction of the economy. And the same thing has been done by the Congress party. I would like to remind to the viewers, they have said 1 lakh rupees to every woman of a family. India is having 140 crores population. If you divide it by 4.5, which is the average household number, it comes 31 crores. So it means you are promising that 31 lakh crores you will distribute every year. And the recent budget, India's total revenue receipt was 26 lakh 80,000 crores. Again, I am emphasizing, your income is less than 27 lakhs crore and you are promising 31 lakh crores. This shows the type of destruction they are ready to create in a pursuit of power, or to the, it should not be taken otherwise. Some people who are less educated, they fall in the trap.
Okay.
Like a Ponzi scheme, you get them fill a certain forms. The same is the case with Aam Aadmi Party. In Gujarat, if you look at their manifesto, they have promised, which was 2 or 2.5 times the total revenue of Gujarat. They have promised that I will give this free, that free. And more ironical is the Punjab, which is the richest state in northern India. Punjab was considered as a symbol of prosperity in northern India. If they are falling into the trap, that shows कि खजाना खाली नहीं है, दिमाग खाली ज़्यादा है.
It's a food basket of India at one point of time. But let me ask Shashi Veer Verma of the Aam Aadmi Party, the 300 units of free power that you were promising would cost the state exchequer, and as per state budget 24-25, 7,780 crores. Free bus travel would cost 450 crores. And what you had promised to women, I think it was 1,000 rupees to all women, that you're not able to keep in its entirety. You are hoping with today's decision, VAT on fuel hiked, hoping to save 500 crores per year. Hike in the bus fare, 23 paise for every kilometer. You're hoping to earn about 150 crore per year. Also, the power subsidy, which has been rolled back, which is up to 3 rupees per unit of power subsidy that was given. You've rolled that back. You are hoping to save 1,500 crores per year. Can you now, sir, say humbly that after 2 years or 2 years plus in power in Punjab, that you are simply not able to meet these promises because you overpromised and the state doesn't have enough money to deliver on those promises?
First of all, thank you, Jaka. It is not about the over promises. Kindly see our track record. In past 2 years, we have provided more than 800 Mohalla clinics. There, the people of the Punjab is getting a free ilaj over there, getting a free medicine, free test. Now come to the Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra scheme. That is also we are provided by the Punjab government. And in the past 2 years, the Punjab government has fulfilled almost each and every promises which have been given to the people of the Punjab. Now, what the center has doing with the Punjab, center has already stopped our funds like NHM, RDF, and we are praying for it. Jaka, last time we have gone to the Supreme Court. It is 8,000 crore rupees of RDF and NHM, and the center trying to economically destabilize the Punjab. And by this hike in just a little hike in petrol and diesel, Punjab will be able to get around 2,000 crore rupees, by which of this the Punjab will be the more financially independent.
But
and
Mr.
people of the
Verma,
Punjab will get a big relief.
to do this, by raising VAT on diesel and petrol, I mean, let's be honest, let's not kid ourselves, let's not, kid the viewers who are watching this program. The reason you are having to do this is because you are not able to pay salaries to state government employees. August ka salary, which was supposed to go in the month of September, you're not able to pay those salaries. That's why you're doing this.
This is a purely misinformation, Jaka. Already the salaries are on time. We are providing each and every facility to the people of the Punjab.
Sir, I'm reading
to
you Indian Express report as of 4th September. Only class 4 employees of Punjab state government have been paid. Others had not been paid up until this morning.
Jaka, it is not a true, and it is a misinformation to the people of the India. We are providing salary to each and every department. Punjab has a proper budget, not a khajana khali. The Sudhanshu Trivedi are saying the khajana khali. These are words of the minister of the time of the BJP. When the BJP Akali rules in the Punjab, they used to say the Punjab khajana khali hai. Hamare paas khajane mein kuch nahi hai. Their minister used to say that these
budget that was presented by Mr. Harpal Chima, your finance minister, state budget, I'm reading the budget's projection. 3.74 lakh crores is the net debt of the state of Punjab, projected by Aam Aadmi Party finance minister Mr. Chima in his budget speech. 3.74 lakh crores is his projection.
What was the debt when BJP Akali ruled to the Punjab, and what was the debt when Congress ruled in Punjab?
I'll tell you what the debt was. In 21-22, financial year 21-22, when Congress was in power, it was 2.8 lakh crores. 22-23, the year that you took over power, it became 3.12 lakh crore. The next year, 3.43 lakh crore. And this financial year, which ends March 31st, 2025, the projection is 3.74 lakh crores. As per the budget presented by Mr. Chima.
BJP and Congress took the loan, and what facilities they provided to the people of the Punjab? They provided free Mohalla clinics, they provided free electricity, and it is a totally misinformation that we are closing
the 600
Sir,
free electricity mat bataiye na. Today you've removed 3 rupees subsidy on free electricity. So free electricity kaise bane?
Already 80% people of the Punjab getting a free electricity. Already more than 80% people of Punjab.
Okay.
And
let me open this up. Let me open this up to Vipin Pabbi and to Kailash Adhikari. Vipin Pabbi, I don't want to restrict this just to Punjab because I think there is a problem. And I will ask Sudhanshu Trivedi also this. This is not just a India alliance wala problem. This is not happening just in opposition ruled states. Of course, it's happening more in opposition ruled states, Punjab, Himachal, Karnataka, Telangana, etc. But this is happening in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh also through Ladki Behna and Ladli Behna, so on and so forth. So Vipin Pabbi, here's the net debt. Karnataka, for the 5 guarantees that was announced in the 2023 election, the total revenue required, the total budget required for meeting those 5 guarantees is 52,000 crores. In Telangana, the 6 guarantees that were announced, the total budget required is 53,196 crores. In Maharashtra, just a few months ago, the Mahayuti government, headed by the BJP and the Shinde Sena, announced the Ladki Behan Yojana. 46,000 crores as per budget-owned estimates. 46,000 crores is what is required to meet the funds required for the Ladki Behan Yojana. My point is that all political parties are going down this rabbit hole because they have found that this is the easy way to hoodwink people and get votes. And as Sudhanshu Trivedi said, some people are getting hoodwinked and some people are getting, caught in this whole crossfire, because ultimately, whether it's 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, you will realize that states simply can't foot this kind of bill.
Yes, Zaka, I can't agree more than what you have said. You've said absolutely correctly that it is across party lines. It's across states. It's a malaise that has come. Perhaps we are paying some kind of a cost of democracy. But the fact is that all major parties, including BJP, Congress, regional parties, they have been offering so much of freebies, even while knowing that there are no funds available. You absolutely correctly pointed out that the debt in Punjab is 3.74 lakh crore and it is increasing. Of course, that is a fact that, it is not the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's been there, it's been building up. But that means that all the governments have been irresponsible, whether it was Congress government or Akali government with BJP, or now it is Aam Aadmi Party government. Similarly, in other states, and particularly in the south, where that trend was there to give gas subsidies, gas stoves and fans and stuff like that. So this has been a malaise which is affecting the entire country and its economy. And unfortunately, because the elections they have to keep everything in view of the elections. So all are short-term measures. And now that Punjab government finds itself in a deep soup, so now they have decided to withdraw certain kind of subsidies, and also they have decided to impose certain kind of a tax. In a way, it is fine, because after all, why are you giving electricity subsidy to people who are not who don't really require it, or giving free water?
Okay.
Spoiling your own soil and agriculture economy. So all these things have to be seen in a larger perspective, including like Himachal Pradesh recently.
Yeah.
It's also under this debt. And so it has withdrawn some of the promises that it had said earlier. But I think we need to have an overall look at the country's finances, and some line has to be drawn so that so many freebies are not offered to people at the cost of states' economy.
I want to make a distinction here, and Kailash, you can. This is my point of view on this. Some amount of freebies will always be there. You cannot completely, as long as you're a welfare state, there will be some degree of freebies. To me, the distinction has to be if the state has the revenue generation capacity to foot these bills, then by all means go ahead and announce some of these freebies. Because at the end of the day, whether BJP is in power or Congress is in power, we are still a welfare state. So, for example, a state like Maharashtra, whose annual revenues are close to 5 lakh crores, can afford a scheme like a Ladki Behna, which is about 40,000 odd crores. Punjab, on the other hand, has net revenues of 1 lakh crores, but its net debt is 3.75 lakh crores. So my point is, if the state is in no position to have a revenue surplus, or at least foot the bills of these grandiose guarantees, these welfare programs that they are announcing, then stay away from it. Maharashtra can afford it. It's the highest tax-paying state in the country. Maybe Karnataka can afford it because it's the third highest tax-paying state in the country. But Punjab cannot, because the math doesn't add up. And therefore, it's incumbent not just on the political parties, I believe strongly it's incumbent on the voters in these states to hold political parties accountable. So the next time Bhagwant Mann comes campaigning, or Mr. Bajwa comes campaigning, or Mr. Badal comes campaigning and says, I'll give you the moon, sun, everything, please, voters of Punjab, ask them, where are you going to get the money from to do this?
Zaka, you are absolutely right. There is a saying in the medical world that the body should produce its own blood. You can't live on dialysis for years and years together healthily.
Correct.
Body should produce its own blood is where you rightly mentioned that 1 lakh crores of revenue and your expenditure is 3 lakh crore. Now, how will you match that? You can only match that by debt, and then the debt piles up. What is the problem, Zaka? The problem is when you dole out freebies, or in the political heat of the season during elections, you promise certain freebies before you actually do the math. एक basic बनिए का जो हिसाब होता है, where you take the pen and paper together and do the math, how much is coming in and how much is going out. You don't do that in the political season, and that is where the Aam Aadmi Party has faltered. And what happens as a consequence, an economic consequence I'm sharing, is that now you're raising prices, VAT on petrol and diesel. What is the economic consequence of it? Transportation increases. When the transportation cost increases, the cost of the goods, your daily vegetables, or all that consumable items or other non-consumable item that come to your stores or kirana stores, or that come to you through this transportation, now that increases. It is not just about that or the electricity. Zaka Punjab has also raised the collector tax of buying property, so that now goes up. After that, they have also raised the motor vehicle tax. Now your cost of transportation has again gone up. And this is not just about Punjab. Today in Delhi, they have dismissed the waiver on the road tax for electric vehicles, as a result of which electric vehicle sales are going down. Now we are living in a world where we are going towards alternative sources of energy. The government is pushing hard at the center to, promote electric vehicles so that your fossil fuels are reduced, which lead to carbon emission. But here is a state, because it has doled out electricity for the purpose of getting those hungry votes, is now not giving those waivers on taxes for electric vehicles. So you have a cascading effect, and this is all a result because you don't do the math, and sometimes you do the math, but you want to turn a blind eye towards it.
So, Sudhanshu ji, the problem is, ideologically, today I don't think there's any political party in India which is not giving freebies in some form or the other. I just gave the example, even in BJP ruled Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Ladki Behna is a freebie program. Let's be clear about it. Maharashtra mein the cost, as per the budget's own estimates, is 45,000 crores. One of the big programs of the Modi government is free ration for 80 crore people. That's also ultimately a welfare state. Now, the point is कि you can, yes, blame Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, other opposition parties saying, खजाना खाली है and you guys are running the state dry. लेकिन बीजेपी सरकार में भी वही कर रहे हैं आप, states और center में.
No, there is a distinct difference what BJP is doing and what they are doing. If you remember, when you are talking about Madhya Pradesh, we started Ladli Lakshmi Yojana when we were in opposition. But you remember, when we came into power in Madhya Pradesh in 2003, the Madhya Pradesh agriculture growth rate was 2.5% and we took up to 19 point something percent. Madhya Pradesh became the highest contribution in the food grain pool of India. Madhya Pradesh came out of the Bimarus setup. So that's why when we have built up, then we have bought the Ladli Behna Yojana. Maharashtra is the highest economy in the country, so we are doing it. If you remember, Modi government came into power. We said 6,000 rupees per year Kisan Samman Nidhi. Now we have become the 5th largest economy. Now we have said it will be 12,000 rupees. We do some homework that we will provide the health insurance for 50 crore people. Then now we have grown up, our economy has grown, so we have said that 70 plus people who are older than 70 years, everybody will get. Another example I would like to get. They are saying about freebies, Aam Aadmi Party and all Congress since last several years. When Modi ji came into power, he envisages what is going to be there in the future. So we have first put down the LED bulbs so that the consumption goes down. We have distributed 37 crores LED bulbs, more than the United States population. Then we have started the Solar Alliance, International Solar Alliance headquartered in India. Then the solar production has been made so high that I think today 40% of the power generation is a green energy, non-fossil fuel, and mostly from the solar. And then we started the solar production. Now this year, January 24, we have started PM Surya Ghar Yojana. So now there will be a free electricity gradually for everyone without any burden on exchequer and without any burden on environment. That's why I was saying, khajane se zyada dimag khali tha. So that's why the BJP is having, under leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, a proper plan layout how to empower the people with containing the strength of the economy. Rather than they are not bothered. For one example, they say every woman will get 1,000 rupees in Delhi. Delhi is the richest state in northern India. In the Delhi, the per capita income of the woman will be, I think, highest in the country after the Bombay. Then you are saying everybody. Why you are not doing homework? Give to the poor. But you are showing a blanket, everybody, do not do any homework, I will give everybody, like Punjab is saying, 300 units to everybody, 7 kilowatt. 7 kilowatt is quite a good load. And then you are saying we will give this much of subsidy. So I think they do not do any homework. So they go in the freebie or they go in this type of mindset, how to grab the power. And one more thing I would like to add. आज तक जितने भी leaders हुए, those who called them the champions of poor has become suddenly amassing wealth hundreds of crore within a span of a decade. This has only happened with those जो कहते थे गरीब गुरबा का नेता हूं, वही सबसे अमीर नेता हो गए देखते देखते देश के.
Shashivir Verma, I want to come back to Punjab. Now, here is a very interesting situation. The Aam Aadmi Party government is removing the savings of 1,500 crores per year, or at least looking at gaining, saving 1,500 crores per year by withdrawing a power subsidy that was introduced by the previous Congress government under Charanjit Singh Channi. The state is reeling under financial crisis because the power subsidy bill of the state alone per year is 24,000 crore rupees. You are removing 1,500 crores of power subsidy that was given by a previous government, and then you are saying we will give free electricity up to 300 units. That cost you 7,000 crore rupees. This was costing you only 1,500 crore rupees.
Let me clear one thing. First of all, already the people of the Punjab, around 80% are getting a free electricity by a 600 unit scheme. They are not come under that scheme that which we have revoked or which we have removed right now. Now, BJP again saying a few things like they do come with the homework, they have a plan, they have a layout. I just want to ask one thing to Sudhanshu ji. What was the debt on India in 2014? It was a 58 lakh rupees. 58 lakh crore rupees on India. And now, after the span of the 10 years, when BJP ruled to India, what is the debt on India right now? How much loan they have taken for Indian, or how many facilities they have provided to the India? It is a zero. If we talk about the Punjab, they will say the Punjab, there is no khajana khali hai, khajana khali hai. There is no khajana khali. The thing is that the BJP wants to economically destabilize the Punjab by by not providing our NHM or RDF funds. They are stopping it.
Sir,
we have gone to the Supreme Court.
tell me, the government salary bill alone, just to pay government employees every month, is 2,916 crores. Almost 3,000 crores is spent every month just to pay salaries of government employees. The Punjab government, in the budget that was presented by Mr. Cheema, your finance minister, has set aside for this financial year alone 35,000 crores to pay salaries of government employees. Pension is another 20,000 crores. So, effectively about 55,000 crores, which is 1/7 of the entire total debt of the state, you are setting aside just for salaries and pensions. In fact, 55,000 crores is almost half the revenues that the state has made this year. Agar aapke half the revenues you are going just for salaries and for pension, to baki paise kahan se aayenge?
Sir, in the past 15 years, Kali BJP and Congress, opportunity kahan thi job ki? We have provided 45,000 jobs to the people of the Punjab and to the youth, and we have a plan for another youth. There is also job pending. The exams are pending. People are preparing for the exam. The purpose of the Punjab only to provide the employment to the youth and another facilities to the people of the Punjab. But whereas the BJP has a only blame game, BJP saying the 15 lakh rupees, 15 lakh आएंगे, वो कहाँ पे गई बात sir? What about the 15 lakh and what loan debt was on 2015? 2014 में कहाँ खड़े थे, आज कहाँ खड़े हैं?
Sudhanshu ji respond, and then I'll get Vipin Pabbi and Kailash Adhikari to close out the debate. Sudhanshu जी, आपने भी प्रॉमिस किया था कि 15 लाख रुपए सबके बैंक अकाउंट में डाल देंगे. मोदी जी ने बोला था, कहाँ है वो 15 लाख रुपए?
No. Modi ji has never said. He has used the word that the amount of money which is lying abroad as a black money, if it comes back, it amounts to 15 lakh rupees to per person. बताइए हमारे टाइम में कोई गया बीजेपी कार्यालय में कार्ड लेके कि हमारे 15 लाख कहाँ है? जैसे खटाखट वाले 8,500 वाला तो लखनऊ से लेके बेंगलुरु तक दिखाई पड़ा ना सर. वो लेके गए कि आपने कहा था, प्रॉमिस किया था. अब मैं बताना चाहता हूं, अवर यंग फ्रेंड फ्रॉम
शशि वर्मा, प्लीज 1 सेकंड.
आई थिंक ये जोश में कुछ ज्यादा बोल गए. ही वाज सेइंग कि Modi government has done nothing. Sir, 74 airports have become 150 airports and you are saying it has nothing. 37 kilometers per day, the road is 12 kilometers per day, the electrification of the highest bridge at Chenab, the longest cable bridge in Mumbai, underwater metro in Kolkata, and this nuclear submarine to defense production, intermediate range ballistic missile, and you are saying nothing. I think this type of falsehood should not be propagated at the national channel. And again, I would like to say, we are having a proper comprehensive plan and you people are just doing those things. And one thing I would like to add, just an example. इन्होंने बिहार में कहा कि हम 20 लाख सरकारी नौकरी देंगे. And you know, the total number of government employees since last 77 years in Bihar is 23 lakhs. In 77 years, it is 23 lakh, and this is they're trying to hoodwink the people. We will give 20 lakhs.
Okay.
That's why I am saying, कोई कहता है 1 करोड़ नौकरी देंगे, कुछ करेंगे. So these type of things should be avoided for healthy democracy. Otherwise, ये एक लाइन याद रखिएगा, लगेगी आग तो आएंगे घर का सभी जद में, यहाँ पे सिर्फ हमारा मकान थोड़ी है. Then it will be disastrous for everybody.
Vipin Pabbi, are all these political parties making all of these tall promises? Of course, one obvious reason is to try and win elections. As somebody in the debate earlier said, some people could get hoodwinked by it. So that's the political reason for it. But I also want to know, for example, in the case of a state like Punjab, and there is evidence to show that ever since COVID happened, Punjab again was a very remittance-dependent, remittance-heavy state, like Kerala is and some of the like Bengal is and so on. There's evidence to show that the remittances have fallen substantially. Is that also one of the reasons why the state, in addition to all these guarantees and all these freebies that are being announced, and the states are unable to keep it, is one of the reasons why Punjab is struggling is because the inward flow of funds is also choked quite a bit post-COVID?
Zaka, I would like to make 2 points. One is that it's a matter of national shame that we have to still provide subsidy or free ration to more than half of our population, that is 80 crore people, after more than 75 years of independence. I think what is needed is to provide them jobs or to make them skill enough to earn rather than to provide them subsidy for another 5 years. I think that is one point that we need to consider. And second, about the issue in Punjab that you are mentioning about COVID, I would like to go back a little more back behind that. And that is the years of militancy and all that. Ever since we had this militancy in the 80s and 90s, all the kind of investments have dried up in Punjab. People don't want to invest, and there have been hardly any major industry has come up in Punjab. And agriculture is already going down with division of land and everything. And there's not any industry, and economy is not picking up. And that has added to the problem of drugs and smuggling and other things, and people wanting to go abroad. So it's a problem.
No, but Vipin Pabbi, militancy more or less ended in the mid-90s. We are 30 years from there. Why? And successive governments have ruled Punjab in that period, whether it's Akali Dal BJP, whether it is Congress, now Aam Aadmi Party. How is it that none of them were able to bring industry back?
Yeah, I think they were not able to infuse enough confidence in industry, in NRIs. We have the largest number of NRIs. Punjabis are the richest NRIs. But they're not investing in Punjab. They're investing in maybe Gujarat or some other states. They're not coming to Punjab because it has been so fragile all the time. Something or the other keeps happening, like Kisan agitation and all that, and law and order issues. So I think that is one of the reasons why it has grown up. But certainly political parties are to be blamed entirely.
Kailash, I'll give Kailash the final word. So you had Himachal Pradesh, which came out and said they're not able to pay salaries. Again, they also made the same claim that, look, central government is not giving us what is due to us, and therefore we are shifting from 1st of every month to 5th of every month. Punjab is also now making the claim. You heard what Mr. Verma of the Aam Aadmi Party had to say. Both the National Health Mission money as also the rural development money adds up to about 8,000 crores. That's not been released to them, and therefore that's one of the reasons why they're not able to pay salaries. I shudder to think which the next state would be which would come out and say, because I'm very certain that there will be more states that will come out and say that, look, we're not able to pay our government employees because we don't have the money. For whatever reason, politics will continue to play. But this whole argument that the Modi government with taxes, both direct taxes and indirect taxes in the form of GST, is giving back to states less than what they used to get before. Does that argument cut ice at all?
See, Zaka, not really. Firstly, to answer Mr. Verma, what he mentioned about the rising debt of the country at a national level, rising debt is not an issue when the country progresses or when your income progresses. You know, we have become the fifth largest economy on our way to become the third largest economy. So rising debt with stagnant income is an issue. As far as receivables are concerned, it is not that it has been stuck since the past 10 years or 12 years or, last 8 years. Some amount of receivables are definitely for any business also. So government is no different in that sense. Thirdly, what you have promised to the Aam Aadmi initially is now a burden on the Aam Aadmi. So the Aam Aadmi Party should actually now come and think about the fact that what it is really doing for the Aam Aadmi, or is it time to change the name of the party?
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much to all our guests, Sudhanshu Trivedi, Shashi Verma, Mr. Pabbi, and of course Kailash Adhikari for joining us.